Welcome to the video for the B-flat concert major scale for the trumpet. This is Mr. Songer with you. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about what a scale is and then how to learn this scale called the concert B-flat major scale. First of all, a scale is a series of notes that ascends one note at a time with no jumps. In other words, in this scale, you're going to start on a C and then go up in alphabetical order. So C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. And you end on the same note you started on, just an octave higher. And then a lot of times you'll come right back down in reverse order. Another way to think about it is if you start on a line, like this note does on the C, it goes line, space, and so on, again with no leaps in there. Another thing about a scale is that it's very important to learn these. Scales came from music theorists that looked at songs that composers were writing and noticed that songs usually have the same notes used throughout the song. And so they came up with these scales so that people like you and me can practice these notes to get used to those notes really well. And then when we go to play a song that uses those notes, that song becomes a lot easier because we know what to expect. It's going to usually be one of those notes. Now, another thing that's a little tricky for the trumpet players, and some of the other instruments in the band have this situation too. You'll notice on this scale it says C major scale and chords, and then in parentheses it says concert B flat. By the way, I'm on page 37 in the Accent and Achievement book at the top of the page. It's a little blurry on the screen, so if you want to actually look at your book, that might help. But again, it says concert B flat in parentheses. That's because when the band director says play the concert B flat scale, you actually are playing your C major scale. On the trumpet, when you are playing notes, it's actually not coming out that note that you think you're playing. It's coming out a different note. It's a little bit confusing. But just know when the band director says, okay, concert B flat major scale, you start on a C and play your C major scale. Now, one more thing before we play this scale. Notice the form. In this version of the scale, the first four measures are repeated. So you're going to play the scale up and down twice. And then the second half of the song is chords. When we get to that section, go ahead and pick either the high note or the low note, your choice. Okay, we're going to try to play this scale together. Your C major scale, top of page 37. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, go. V. Now, one thing I didn't mention, but I can almost hear it through the computer screen right into where you're practicing this right now, is how many of you looked at the key signature before you played that? There are no flats or sharps in that key signature. I'm guessing most of you played that fourth note right. You played F natural, not F sharp. First valve, right? But I bet that second highest note, a lot of you played first valve. That second highest note is a B. It's second valve. It's not B flat. Trumpet players, get used to looking at your key signature and play that B correctly. Second valve. There you go. That's your B flat concert scale.